This week on the show, we're featuring Sunstone, Peridot under the microscope, 4 new jokes, detergent on why I buy that, and so much sweet love you'll want to brush your teeth. When I get the blues, I drink booze, but then I get the boo-hoos. So let's start the show. This piece of sunstone looks fairly smooth and even, but it's full of cracks. It is. In the light, which is the light is what really brings out the sparklies and the translucency. It's a daywear gem. It's got cracks, so we need to split it. And you'll see that too. I put the line on so I could see it a little better while I'm trying to slice at it. And I'm going to split it here in a moment. You'll see it splits right down the cleavage plane. I'm going to split it a couple more times in this video. And you'll see where it doesn't follow the cleavage plane. It snaps sideways. But given that it's a feldsparic stone, it has a sort of a rhombular shape to it, to its cleavage plane. And so I just kind of give it a little cut with my diamond cutting wheel on a nice little Harbor Freight AC powered Dremel style tool, a little mini rotary tool. I think it goes up to setting number 7, and I had it on setting 3 because there's a lot of speed to it. I'll split this piece down, and then we'll get into the video where we shape it. Oh, this piece gave me so much trouble. You know it doesn't give me trouble? Mountain Dew. Cheers. Go Bears. Next year. It's the year, baby. I ate that corn syrup and lemon balm because it has the caffeine in it. Alright, yeah, this one's got a little snaky cleave. Watch it just pop right off of there. No pressure at all. No pressure. No pressure. This last piece that I split, not that one, but I think that one's the one that has the bow tie. But the next one is the one where we can actually see it. I didn't cut it properly enough. Let's see. John C. made it. Hey, John, how's it going? Cheers, buddy. Happy Valentine's Day to y'all. Like I said, so much sweet love you'll want to brush your teeth. Colette made it. All right, Colette, we're going to look at that piece of topaz under the microscope cam here in a minute. Praise the sunstone. Sunstones are my favorite. Oh, Sonny's Gemstones. Sonny, I think I found your channel at Lapidary Dave's. Lapidary Dave's awesome. I wanted to get him on for like an interview or something sometime, right? Because he was doing a tour of the Tucson Gem Show. I said it right that time. And it's so cool when he does tours because it's like I'm there and I don't have to drive all the way. But I want to go there sometime. Hopefully I can go there sometime and meet him or something, you know. But even then, I think just watching his tours gives me the sense of what it would be like to be there. And some of the prices and stuff, he shows that. And some of the good stuff, some of the cheaper stuff. Show it on the thing, doofy. I got the video, yeah. Anyway, that was the part where I didn't cut it enough and see it cleaved sideways. I wanted to cleave it long ways. And you can't really see it, but I will bring it back down into the camera, I think, after I get her shaped up. He's a great guy. He is. Oh man, he's always got great tips, and he cuts so many things that I would like to get into. Like, I didn't even know there was a stone called Sugarlight. Sugilite, he calls it. I call it Sugarlight. But that's just because I never call anything proper. But I do like. Oh yeah, and Sonny, was it you that had the video where you were putting a new blade on your saw, and you were like, drill it out, put a big drill bit in, wait for the ice to thaw. That was funny. I enjoyed that. Let's see. So yeah, if you want to watch more gem or stone related and lapidary and cutting related videos, check out Sonny's Gemstones. Sonny's Gems Stones. All right. So that oh, yep, that's the end of that video. Let's get into. It's going to be a short show. They all are, right? I need more video, but I got 2 videos where this Sonny Stone gave me some guff. It was very guffy. I thought I was going for one thing, like a little bit thicker, and it wouldn't go even, and I need to get a sharper 240 lap. But that's another topic. It really, I want to say it started pissing me off, but really, the way it turned out, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, we actually got some flare off those 2 facets, and then the bow tie facets, which aren't sharp enough, and I'm going to show it here. They allow me to see through it, so I can see the translucency still. And this sunstone is so opaque. To get some translucency out of it, kind of really makes me happy. That's what I was going for with, because I could leave the piece bigger and leave the cracks in it. Got plenty of those. Wanted to try and bring out the translucency, and this piece had some of it. So let's get to the microscope cam, and I can show you that. Move this down here, and we'll pull up the desktop. Joke portion camera. Fire it up under the camera. Nope, not that one. There we go. Microscope cam. I'm wetting the wheel down. That's what I'm doing there. That way not as much dust flies out. Let's see, can I move this a little bit out of the way? We can see a little bit more of the video. Nope, not that one. This one. There we go. Man, this stuff is hard. It's hard. I want to say I'm grinding on a Warn 100 grit right there. And it takes it down a little bit because it's a rough edge. But once it gets down to that edge, it doesn't want to smooth over at all. Let me show you the stone of the week under the microscope cam here. There it is. Got a big old divot in the top. I thought about trying to get rid of that divot, but there's not much left in the top to begin with. And this stone isn't actually going to anyone. It's currently a derelict stone. I might auction it off in that auction that Colette keeps encouraging me to do. Or I might just keep it. I don't know. Think about that. It's got lovely copper, unoxidized copper. So you get them little gold flakes in there. Let me show you the angle on these underneath facets. See, these ones are angled, and yeah, my fingernail is toast. These ones are angled just enough so that they don't really flare out like the other 2 do. And then we can see through them. They create, what's called a window. But then if we get all our fat fingers in the way, there we go. Now you got the 45 on there. And that is how it kind of reflects the light back. Well, I didn't straighten that edge facet too well, did I? Maybe I should take it back in there and straighten that edge facet out. Kind of get that one a little straighter. Like I say, it's a tough stone, man. It does not want to grind. It's a lot harder than I expected it to be. You know, I figure a feldspar is going to be kind of soft. Mm-mm. Nope, this one's right up there with the quartzes. And I don't know if hardness is the right word, but anti-grindability, probably. That's probably a little more appropriate word. But man, do I like this piece. Got that flare to show up. I was just going to leave it big and blocky and then have like a little bit of an underneath type flare, but nope. It was like, I'm not going to be even until you force me on there. And it turned out to be pretty good. Let's take a look at this little topaz that Colette sent me that I just rolled across the counter. She said, "Is this real? Is it topaz?" Well, I don't know because I don't have a tester. But I figured the least we could do is look at it under the microscope cam. Okay, so as dark as it is, I'm wondering if maybe it's been irradiated. Because it was $4, so it's probably not natural. It's probably been irradiated. And given the faceting on it, and it's got some nice faceting, a lot of little facets. I'm going to hold it up so we can zoom in on it. I would say that it's probably not glass, like something that was just popped out. And given that it's small, but it's $4, it's about appropriately priced. I mean, you know, I could see that being the going price for them. But at the same time, that's pretty cheap for a gem. But, I mean, you know, a lot of small faceted gems like this go pretty affordably. We could try and weigh it. Maybe we should do that before we put it away in the bag. Let's zoom in on it a little closer, shall we? Focus in on it, baby. Yeah, it's got a lot of little facets. And the nice thing about little facets on the faceter is that they polish quick. Doesn't take much time to polish at all. I mean, a little beam, you got to polish. Beam, you got, you know, 4 of those little beams, and you got yourself 4 little polished facets. So I could see this stone being whipped out in maybe like half an hour, which if it was, you know, done maybe 20 years ago, $4 would be a pretty decent wage for a gem cutter in a foreign country. And maybe there was, you know, like a whole lot of them bought at the same time, and then they were kind of sold like that. Without a better microscope and a gem tester, I can't say for sure if this is topaz or not, but I would say that this isn't glass because it looks like it's got some polish lines on those facets. So I think it was faceted on a faceter, on an actual faceting machine. It's a beautiful piece. We're going to send it back to Colette in her package. Wanted to take a look at it under the microscope cam so that I could get it back into the mail. And get it in the mail along with the rest of her gems. Let's take a look at this peridot, because this is something I polished, trying to figure out my polishing scenario with my faceter. Going the wrong way, maybe? Am I going the right way? This way. There we go. All right. So this is the 240 grit diamond lap, which is what I do most of the peridot cutting with. And then we flip it over. I ground it down with the 2000 grit sandpaper on the desk. And then I used an 8000 grit lap. 8000 grit diamond polish on a master lap, but it's got a lot of divots on it. It's a used lap, used setup. So I wound up just holding it on the edge to avoid as many scratches as possible. And it seems to have given it a polish. I mean, it's a lot glassier than the other side. Still not sure how I'm going to finish this piece out. It's got all those lovely little rainbow discs in it, but I need to go down to get rid of those divots in the face. I don't know. I'm going to study this one a little more, but I figured it'd be a good test piece for the test polishing. And it seems to have proven my point. We did actually get a polish off that 8,000 grit lap. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and spring for like a tin lap or a bat lap. And maybe we'll be able to get a better polish on our gems. Is that the end of the video already? Okay, let's get to the next one because I only got one more. And then it's the end of the show. Where are we at? Where are we at? Right here, Sunstone Bow. Yep, that's basically what I was going for, but I wanted to even it out, and it did not want to even out. Actually, what happened is I had an oops. Like I wanted to do just straight edge facets on that backside, and one of them went down too far. It happens sometimes doing it by hand, so then I made the rest of them go down, and then I just kind of ate it all the way in, and that's how we got that flare out. Which I'm happy with it. I mean, I want to complain, but I'm happy with it. I think it turned out. One other thing I wanted to look at under the microscope cam is this piece of chrome diopside. So it's got this crack in it, right? And it's not really being obvious how I should cut at it. I mean, it's kind of like I want to chip it off of there. But I'm not sure how it'll break, and maybe I don't even need to because it's nice and clean inside of there. Let me get a flashlight on it. It's a nice clean piece of chrome diopside for the most part. It's got a good greenness to it. It's not gonna show for me, is it? Can I show on the edge? There. There we go. Maybe we can zoom out a little bit. Kind of show the edge of the stone. So it's a fairly clean green, but it's got those cracks right in the edge, you know, right in the edge. It just looks like it's going to break off at any moment. And that's why I like to get rid of the cracks. Is because I don't want to look like I don't want the stone to look like it's going to break, or like it has a chip, or you know, a problem. Like I just didn't take the time to work it out. Sometimes I leave them in there, but this one I'd like to go ahead and get that out of there, but I don't want to shrink the stone too much. Kind of a fan of this chrome diopside. Nice, lovely green. Nice clean green, as opposed to like this guy, which is very green but it has a lot of problems in it. See if we can get that one to show under the microscope cam. Maybe if I had like a little piece of silver under it that would reflect the light. Let's try that. I got a finding. Actually, I got a mirror, don't I? We'll try the finding. There. That kind of helps a little bit. So this one's got some big problems, and it's got this big chip in the edge. So I think I'm going to actually get rid of the bulk of this bottom area to help deal with that missing chip. And I thought, you know, it's kind of like it's on a bit of a wave. This chip has this like line. So I thought maybe that would break out, but actually that problem doesn't extend all the way down the stone. So I don't think I'm actually going to do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and nip off this end and turn it into a bean, and then we'll see this one featured in a few weeks probably. That's kind of the idea. Let's try this, the previous one under this piece of silver finding. Yeah, I guess at the right angle we get a little bit. Let's try the mirror, huh? Because this is the finding I'm using. It's a big, like, pendant pin finding thing with 4 prongs on it. I really wish I could remember where I got that. I think somebody gave it to me. And there's a mirror. And I think the mirror might be messing with the focus. Yeah, the mirror's not doing as well with the lighting as I was hoping. But at least we can see the crack in the top. I don't know, this one I'm probably going to study for a few more weeks. It'll be a little while before it gets done. But you know what is done? The microscope portion of the program. Alright, got a couple of jokes for you. And we're going to do those after the why I buy that. Because I bought some detergent. Some laundry detergent. Why did I buy that? Why did I buy laundry detergent? Because I like clean clothes, you know? I wanted to get some clean clothes. I wanted to wash them up. That's why I get laundry detergent. But which laundry detergent did I buy? I walked into the store. I look at the aisle full of laundry detergents. And this is what I saw. A whole bunch of different color jugs. I mean, they're there. It's kind of the Walmart standard of pile it high and watch it fly. Got plenty to choose from. You know you're gonna get a good one when there's a lot to choose from. You can go there and you can pick out the best one out of the lot, and they're all pretty much the same. But you know which brand, which color? Did I get the blue one, the white one, the green one, the yellow one, the red one that's down far? It's red, orange, or red, something like that. And there's some odds and ends in between. You can find the ones that are, you know, they got like a paper label, which I guess means it's supposed to be more organic or more recyclable. Not sure. But I basically went with the yellow bottle, the Tide. I'm used to Tide. I know Tide doesn't really react with my skin. It smells fresh. It's what I'm used to. I don't necessarily like the yellow bottle. I don't know why. I think I'm actually pulled more toward the white bottle. And I like the word gain, so I want to go with the green bottle. But I'm used to the Tide. Roll Tide. Wait, isn't that a football thing? I don't know. Anyway, that's what I bought, and that's why I bought that. And I bought the biggest jug I could get because I got the best price per unit ounce. Now I usually check, and it's nice that now because when I was a kid they didn't put the per unit price. You had to sit there with the calculator. I remember when they came out with carts that had the calculator on them, so you could price calculate on the cart. But none of that stuff stays durable because carts get abused, right? They go outside, they get hit by cars. I saw piles of snow where they had plowed the parking lot, and there's like carts that are jutting out of the piles of snow because they got plowed over too. I think that when I go into the store, I find it convenient that they have the per unit price because sometimes the larger one isn't less. Like with peanut butter, buying in bulk peanut butter, it's not as cheap as buying the smaller jar, or not the smaller jar, but the family jar. And so that's why I kind of like to compare. But in this case, the bigger one was the better buy per ounce, and that's why I buy that. Do you buy laundry detergent? Which one did you buy, and why did you buy that? And that's the why did I buy that portion of the show. This sunstone, we're finally getting into the problem. Let's see if I can highlight that. Okay, flip it over. Flip it over. Swear at it a little bit. Yep, we're going back in for that one. See how I'm pushing this corner against it, and it still doesn't want to eat that corner. And I try going over to this side of the lap. I try going to the inside of the lap. Sometimes I hit the knurled thumb screws and I drop it. I actually don't think I dropped this sunstone at all. Yep. Let's go back to that. Man, this video, it just took forever to get to it. Let's see if I can pause it just right. Boom. Yep. See how big that facet is down on the end? I just tried to eat it and it got worse. And it's like, how does it get worse? Are my fingers messing up? It's just such a hard stone. So here I am trying to do the other thing to the rest of the four facets, because that's what it is. It's like oops, and then you gotta oops to make up for it. It's totally that type of a situation. Anyways, that's kind of how this stone went. And I'm going to let the rest of the video roll while I tell you all what I got for the joke portion of the program. Not much, but I wrote them down anyways. Oh, and one of them is that I was going to retell one of the jokes from last week because somebody actually, I posted the joke about the barkeeper's friend on a Facebook group called Displaced Comedians, and I got a lot of feedback. And somebody helped me fix the joke. They said I should change it to, I tried a kind of cleanser called. So instead of saying I used barkeeper's friend and then having to be like, if you don't know, I said, instead of I used barkeeper's friend, I tried a cleanser called barkeeper's friend. So here's the joke again. Trying to clean my pans, I tried a cleanser called barkeeper's friend, but it wouldn't cut it. I think I need barkeeper's shifty cousin. And that's the joke. And I do like the Comet part, but it's not as funny. Where I was like, barkeeper's friend is kind of like Comet. And I tried Comet, but it wouldn't cut it. I think I need meteorite that killed the dinosaurs. Still working on trying to get a better one. Yeah, this is the stone starting to upset me. I think it took me like another 15 minutes to be happy with it, but I am pretty happy with this sunstone. I'm glad it worked out the way it did. Kind of like the jokes for the joke portion. Sometimes they work out. Like, so it's Valentine's Day. I got 2 Valentine's Day jokes, and they're Valentine's Day jokes. So welcome to the show. I opened a Tinder account, and I see a lot of profiles that girls are looking for friendship and meaningful conversation. Why are you on Tinder? Shouldn't you be on Friendster? Yeah, I know. Friendship and meaningful conversation, which actually, I could actually go on for the rest of this video about that. It really does. It really does play an important part. It's not just friendship. It's companionship. Meaningful conversation is part of companionship and working together. But that's not very funny. And this is the joke portion of the program. So let's go ahead and tell my other St. Valentine's Day joke. On St. Valentine's Day, I look forward to buying myself chocolates. That way I don't have to feel awkward giving them to a girl who would likely get offended and then feel guilty when I eat some. I get to eat all of them. And I get to look like I have a girlfriend when I'm buying them. It's the fresh jokes. Fresh, brand new. Just for you, just for this week. Fresh ones next week, I promise. Like how I want to make a corporation called Bundle. Everybody loves to get a bundle, and we'll sell a lot of things because they'll all want to buy a bundle. Who doesn't want a bundle? So let's make a corporation called Bundle. And let's see, the last one. When I get the blues, I drink booze, but then I get the boo-hoos. Not very good this week. Hopefully we'll have better jokes next week for the joke portion of the program. And I didn't play the intro. For the joke portion of the program, which actually takes me out of the video I was playing, which is kind of the rest of this sunstone bow. Oop. Loudness. Got loud on the grinder. Yep, there it went. Dropped it. Every one of them gets dropped almost. Welcome to faceting by hand. Got to get the rusty trusty grabber out of there. Shake it around, poke it down through the drain hole. And pull it up and look at it, see if there's any problems. Any problems on there? Nope, we're good to go. Fire it back up and start grinding on it again. And that's basically what we do as we grind on the gems. I just bought a bundle of Lightning Ridge Opal. Oh, wow. Dude, opal is a thing that I've been working on. I actually got this piece of chocolate opal. And it's, speaking of dropping it, I couldn't decide if I would, because it was this like big chunk, and I wound up grinding all the nastiness off of it. And I got all that on video, so we're gonna try and feature it when I get it done. But then it was cloudy on one side, so I split it because that was potch. Still got that. Then I got this other half, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna turn into a triangle, or there was, which I am now, but there was this little chip, and it was showing some like red flares, and I was gonna kind of cab it, but it's so dark I didn't know if I could get the red flares to come through. And then I dropped it, and then this chip came off. So here's basically what I'm going for in terms of faceting this piece into like a triangle, because it's kind of got this wedge side here on this edge, and so I'm gonna kind of go for a triangle shape with it and try and facet it to bring out that redliness that it's a nice beer bottle brown, but it's got more of a red to it than that. So I'm hoping that when I do that, I'll be able to get it to show. There's also a few little blues in there, but they only show under the right light, so I'm not sure if they're going to show up or not. I don't know, we'll see. I can't wait to see your Lightning Ridge Opal. Oh, you'll be unboxing and you'll be cutting them. Okay, cool. Yeah, check out Sonny's Gemstones. He's going to be faceting some opal. That's good. Dude, everybody loves opal. Like Benny says, opal is my favorite. Hey, Fall Dog. Cheers, Fall Dog. Thanks for coming by, man. Hey, yeah, totally talk about whatever you got coming up on your channel, because I'm about to wrap things up here. You guys are all so fantastic for coming by and hanging out. It's going to be my 24th anniversary on the 16th. You know I can't do math. Patience is key. There you go. Patience. Oh, I love that, Penny. We're talking about Valentine's Day. Also kills stink bugs. We talking about laundry detergent? Or are we talking about the joke portion of the program? Probably both. Probably both. Let's see. I buy stuff by the ounce. Benny, you're funny. Get it on the corner. Get it from the farmer's market, right? Dawn dish soap. Actually, that's what I used, Colette, is what I put is Dawn dish soap on the pan. Put it down in the water, bring it back up for a second Dawn dish soap. Don't even have to use any elbow grease. And I'm used to using that. How to Garden made it. Awesome, dude. Glad you made it to the show. I wish you all so much great awesomeness for this week. I'm running out of words, trying to keep the flow of words, and it's just drip dry, baby. So hopefully I'll have more to talk about. John C. made it. You guys are all so fantastic. I'm sorry if I missed anybody's awesome chats. Hopefully I can catch you next week. And again every week. Preferably at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for coming by, you great people. Cheers.